All right, so today I wanted to talk about the re-education of women and girls. Now, what inspired me to make this video is there's a common theme that you see across all videos, whether it's on TikTok or X or YouTube or whatever, where there's some girl complaining about her relationship. They always say the same thing, They always say the same thing. Well, my ex-husband, he was a narcissist and he was abusive. Or he was a controlling and abusive and a narcissist, right? Now, the thing about narcissist, if you look the word up, one of the traits that they have is when they can't get their way, or they can't control somebody or control how somebody thinks, whether it's their husband, their boyfriend, their dad, whoever it is, whoever their target is, what do? They attempt to control how other people look at them, right? So that's why they come up with the narcissist, abusive. These are just ad hominem attacks. If you say, well, same way with Me Too. See, the reason why Me Too started to crumble is because, like, we want to believe you. We wanted to believe all women. But there's just small holes in your story that kind of make us go, like, okay, so I get it. There's some creepy guys out there, but why were you in this guy's hotel at 3:00 in the morning? I feel like as a grown adult, we all know what happens at hotels at 3, anything past 10 o'clock. Well, you don't understand, but I'm a woman. No. Let's answer the question. Rose McGowan, why were you in Harvey Weinstein's hotel in his jacuzzi at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning? Not only that, let me ask you a broader question, right? When you go to a man's hotel and he says, let's get in if you were going to get in a jacuzzi, right? Let's say you got a pool. Let's say I come to your house and you say, hey, I have a pool at my house. Whoop-de-whoop, right? Now, if I know you got a pool at your house, or I'm going to get in a pool, what I would probably do is I would wear my swim trunks underneath my clothes. So that when you tell me, oh, well, let's go take a swim, I could say, okay, well, boom, I stripped down. I got my swim trunks on, right? Okay. So Rose McGowan, when Harvey Weinstein says, hey, let's get in the jacuzzi, and you looked at yourself and you either had a jacuzzi or you either had a swimsuit already underneath your clothes, or you agreed to get butt naked and get in that jacuzzi to skinny dip with him. You agreed to that. So when you start saying all of this stupid, goofy shit like, well, I blacked out after that. No. Why were you in his hotel at 2 o'clock to begin with? And why did you go there and you didn't have a swimsuit underneath your clothes? Why did you agree to get into the jacuzzi with him? Why didn't you just leave? Why? You could have just left. If he's in the penthouse, you have to go down 50 stories. You got to walk through a lobby. You're going to be on 1,500 cameras, different angles of you leaving that hotel room. But I blacked out. I didn't know what happened. No. You wanted to be there. So this is why the Me Too movement fell apart, because it's way too much of that. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Before we throw this man in jail, why were you at his house at 2 o'clock in the morning? He's a married man. Why were you over there? See, that type of stuff is not going to continue to happen. Women calling the police and he hit me. Those type of stories, you're going to see the reverse of those. I think men in general, the more generations we go on, we're just getting tired of babying women, okay? Or treating y'all are like precious cargo. Like, oh, did somebody hit a woman? Who cares? There's a video which was hilarious. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it just shows where society is, right? There's a video where there's like a college campus and this guy comes up and he robs this girl, and this guy is just sitting in the grass just watching it happen. I think he had a gun. She had to wrestle the gun away from him. And she's like, really? Nobody's going to help me? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We don't want to help you. We don't want to do nothing for you. We don't want to change your tire. We don't want to open the door for you. We don't want to do nothing. We just want you to suffer. We just want you to suffer now. Okay? And when you guys do return to the table after your re-education, because that's what's happening now. That's the whole reason for the Erica Kirks and the trad wife and I'm a conservative girl and I go to church every Sunday. They're re-educating you. Okay? 1488. Go look those words up. Because they're telling you what the agenda is to your face. Elon Musk, he said it would be terrible if the white race died out. They're telling these elite billionaires and millionaires, even Donald Trump, J.D. Vance even has he's going to run a whole campaign on, hey, let's have more babies. So all of you, the biggest enemy to that ideology is going to be who? The liberal white woman. So right now you're being re-educated. So in the UK, they're trying to come out with these campaigns to violence against women and misogyny. They're trying to come up with these campaigns to re-educate boys into somehow being nicer to girls. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But I think over here in America, the way we're going to do it is they're trying to do it by introducing all of this trad wife shit to y'all. Nat Walsh, Tucker Carlson, what's the other dude? Steven Crowder. All of these white conservative talking heads and their lily white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed wives. They're showing you an image. They're re-educating you. They're trying to tell you this is what's popular now. All of that LGBT and down with the patriarchy. No. We need white women to have babies because our race is dying. So hating the white man and white women that are trying to, trying to join forces with the Muslims and free Palestine, all of that shit, they need to re-educate you. So that's what all of the the trad wives and all of the conservative, that's a soft launch. See, when it starts getting real when it gets real trenchy, because that's gonna happen in the next 3 or 4 years when it real start when y'all start keep being hard headed and not getting the message and not conforming to what they're trying to do, they will take more drastic measures. More drastic measures. Same way in Japan, Korea, and China, you will start to see more and more drastic measures, and these measures will consist of taking away women's privileges that they have enjoyed as rights. Let me say that again for people in the back, because this is the most important part of the re-education experience for women. If women do not conform to this having baby, this repopulation and having more kids rhetoric, if they don't conform, there will be, you will see governments, cities, governments, countries, you will see them take drastic measures to take away privileges from women that they once viewed as rights. Now, because I'm cooking right now, you recently heard that in China they came up with a new law where if you decide to get a divorce, I think not only do you have to have I think you have to have a cool off period. Like if you file for divorce, they make you wait. I think you have to wait a year or something before you can finalize it or something like that. But they also passed this law where they say you can't take the man's house if you decide to leave. So you see, little laws like that you guys enjoyed as privileges, as rights, basically, you're about to find out that they were just privileges. So now things are going to be more fair. Hey, if you want to leave, well, you don't get to take his house. You see? Or in Kentucky, where they passed the mandatory 50-50 custody law. So, hey, if you want to leave your husband, y'all don't want to work it out, well, you're both going to share custody. You don't get child support just because you get full custody and child support. No. You either work it out or you going split custody. You're going to see more and more of that. Roe v. Wade. People think that this abortion, it's our women's right. No. It's a privilege that you shouldn't even have, but it's a privilege to kill your babies, okay? And that's exactly what happened. We got rid of that so that the states can decide if they want that. So if for whatever reason they outlaw abortion, you're going to have to drive. You're going to have to get in a car and drive to a different state to go and murder a child where it's legal at. But you're going to start seeing that more and more where, okay, how do we get more women to cooperate with having babies? Well, we got to take away their jobs. So what are they doing? Every company, Facebook, all of these companies are having mass layoffs. Who do you think most of those layoffs are? You think they're getting rid of actual engineers that are you think they're getting rid of actual people that are using their brain? No, they're getting rid of fat people. All you people who are on TikTok talking about, oh, get ready with me. This is a day in my life. I don't do anything at work. I just go to work. I drink coffee. I do a little Zoom meeting. I take a break. I go home and I take a nap and I do yoga and then I go back to work. All of you are the reason why you're about to get this re-education. Because the liberal white woman, where is she getting all her money from? Well, we keep giving her these stupid ass jobs. So now she got all of this money and she ain't got shit to do with her life. All she do is she go to work, she gets all her money, she don't do nothing with it but go back to school, get more degrees, and then after that she just buys. Women are the number one consumers. All they do is spend money. Chris Rock said it best. Women be shopping. You see what I'm saying? New York City is a perfect example of why they're going to re-educate the white liberal woman. And they're going to do it by taking away her job, taking away her abortions, fucking taking away homeowners associations, all of this little goofy shit that we've built where white women have allowed to, rise to power. White men are actually going to have to take that away from them. To get them to come back to the fold and get back to having babies and repopulating the white race. And in their efforts to do that, other groups of people are going to fall in line too. Black people, white, every other race too. So by kicking out all the illegals, that's another point of reference of this re-education. By kicking out all of these illegals, it's literally so that their numbers look better on paper. Because Here's the thing. If you destroy marriage, that's how you get a woman president. Okay? If marriage stays intact, you don't ever get a woman president. Why? Because everybody's under the male leadership and the male is most likely the breadwinner and the woman is going to vote how the male votes. But when you get too many liberal women that don't care about life, don't care about their babies, don't care about society, and they're just out here trying to protest on everything, then you get a society that's going to crumble. Everybody else knows this. So but see, here's the quiet part out loud is that if women don't conform and they don't take this re-education like seriously, more and more of your privileges will be taken from you because they were never rights to begin with.